Get More Math offers a great way for your students to practice their math facts every single day. When you first create a class, and I'm going to create this test class right here, select the subject that you primarily teach. Some of you may teach more than one subject. You'll see you're automatically offered a mixed review starter bundle where you can select skills that they recommend based on the class that you've chosen, and these will automatically be offered to your students anytime that they are practicing their daily math skills. Once you've created a class, you're given a link here for your students to join the class. You can copy this and paste it right into Schoology. Now that you have the class code, you can go ahead and go to Settings. Settings is in the center section, and it's the tab all the way at the bottom. This is where you'll do things like adding a co-teacher or setting different parameters for your class. Some of the things you'll want to set for your class under Settings would be whether or not students can skip questions, how many questions they can skip, whether they can skip them when you're online, and whether they have access to games or not. You can also set how many points they can earn with games and the types of questions that students will have access to. Now, when we go back to points history, which is in the center section, about 3 up from the bottom, you can see how many points your students have earned each day, as well as looking at the student data. Now that your class is set up the way you want to choose the top section that says Set Daily Goal. Here you can set how many points you want your students to earn every single day. These points will come from a combination of assignments that they're working on, as well as the mixed review that you've provided for them. So this keeps spiraling the content back to your students so that they're always practicing things in a timely fashion. So what does student practice look like? Well, this is an example of student practice, and you can see I have 5 points earned for today at the top, and I have 2 red squares. These are telling me the skills that I'm working on I have yet to master and whether or not I can earn points doing them. So even if I get something wrong, such as the answers I provided for this particular question, I'm notified that my answers were wrong and I get an attempt to try again. But I don't get points after I've gotten the question wrong. So it still encourages me to think about the problem, but I have to get it correct in order to get the points. When I get it correct, it rains down smiley faces or whatever I've set for my class, and I have an opportunity to go to the next question. So when I get a question correct, or I have a few of them, I can level up a skill. So this tracks the data that says I am working proficiently on that skill and my square has turned from red to yellow. You'll see there's also not a $sign on there, so I can't collect points. I've already mastered that skill and it will come back around, but for now, I've done all I can. So now it tells me which skills I want to practice to earn points.